there you are. Okay, this is the second BOBI podcast. We will be going over to Blackfriars in Boston, where Simon Barnabus, one of the BOBI team, will be interviewing Buried by My Heartache, Heartstrong, Autonym, and Burning Face. So let's go!
Right, lads. So, first of all, what are you called and who's who?
Could I ask a question? How PC is this?
It's however we want to do it.
Are we in a no swearing zone?
No, you can swear a bit.
Okay.
A bit.
There's like a naughtiness meter that will kick in soon.
Yeah, be wiser on your cunts. Yeah. So specific amount of cunts and fucks to use.
So you're already on the balance, right?
So what are you called? What are you called?
We're called Autonym.
Brilliant. Okay. And who's who? Perhaps we go around this way.
So I'm the lead guitarist. My name's Mark.
Awesome.
Singer and backing guitarist Dave.
I'm the drummer Blake.
My name is Connor. I'm the bassist and do backing vocals too.
Smashing. Okay. How long have you been going, lads?
Since 2019, isn't it?
Yeah,
So we all met.
Yeah.
Well, not all of us.
Well, man.
Pre-COVID, eh?
Yeah,
well,
pre-COVID.
we know about that
And
one.
did us in
Right,
Yeah.
badly.
So how would you describe your particular genre of metal?
Ooh, it's quite hard to describe. I'd say
Yeah.
hard rock with little pinches thrown in here and there. Pinch of blues, maybe a pinch of grunge, maybe a bit of metal as well, you know.
Yeah.
Sort of pinches here and there, and it comes together in an Autonym mix.
Yeah.
So if anyone wanted something simplified, hard rock metal, we'll go with that. That's easier.
We'll just say that, yeah, hard rock
Yeah.
slash metal.
Yeah.
It's where our name ties into a well though. It's like, it is what you make of it kind of thing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
An
like-
Autonym is like a name given to something by default.
Yeah.
So you guys can choose what you think we are.
Yeah.
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 No,
We're not going to define ourselves, you define us.
Yeah.
We'll use that because it's easier on us.
You do the hard work.
But it's interesting how many different bands have sort of genres that come into the mix, you know. You mentioned blues, that's interesting. Yes, that's
That comes from me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Massive Doors fan, aren't you?
Oh, is it? Well, I mean, I wouldn't even call the Doors real, like the blues, proper blues. You know, going back like Bo Diddley and stuff. That's where I kind of. That's where I got my kicks initially, and I picked up the guitar.
Yeah.
So that's my bass, and that's what I bring to the table. Really, when we write a song, and I'm like, well, let's do this instead.
And then it suddenly gets heavy when me and Blake get it.
What sort of stuff do you sing about, or is it generical? I mean,
Loads of stuff. It depends what's happening to me at the time. When I'm writing lyrics,
Yeah.
It's initially when we first got together, I had a lot to say about an ex-relationship. So there was a lot of songs that got fired out about that, and then it kind of as if that got out of my system.
Yeah.
And then I started coming up with different things to write about. And most recently, I've started writing about my work. One of the songs that we're in the mix that we're writing is going to be called "Can People Recover," which is meant to be CPR in abbreviation.
Don't give away the abbreviation already.
Well, you know, people might forget.
Yeah.
But it's because I work at the ambulance service.
Oh, right.
So working now, I think, is going to give me a lot of material.
I think
really, to
That's a
work
lot of
with.
subject matter. Isn't it?
I don't think we'll run out for a while, will we?
No, probably not. No.
So it's good you got that job, yeah, because we've got a lot of subject matter to think about going forward. The things that this guy will see will serve us well.
Scarred for life.
It's another song then.
Nah, Scarred for life.
Yeah,
Keep that
bank
in
it.
mind.
Coming to you soon and Scar for Life.
It's got to be an album call, that, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
So how do you guys songwrite? What's the process?
There is usually, a lot of the time it's usually a couple of riffs that we try and put together to start with, and then everything builds from there.
Yeah.
We'll come up with a bit of a theme of how you've got a verse, chorus sort of thing,
Yeah.
and then he just smashes something out of the drums that sounds decent, and it just comes together. It usually starts from me or Dave on the guitar,
Yeah.
and then we build from that.
Yeah.
Vocals,
Basically, we've got a riff, don't we?
Vocals decide sometimes you'll write something literally in the room,
Yeah,
or
generally
you'll
speaking.
bring stuff in.
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, it's mostly in the room. You know, we start out with the music first, don't we?
Usually, yeah, I think it's been like, what, 3 songs that were lyrics first? I think they were all mine.
Yeah.
I think all your songs you wrote the lyrics first.
And then
So you share lyric duties a bit, yeah?
Fair enough.
You kind of. I mean, we've had some songs that we've released and kind of put music to and changed about that lyrics were written prior that you had, you know, kind of in the bank beforehand, and you brought them in and said, let's do something with these.
Yeah.
And we did. But generally, when we're writing a song together, we in the practice room, we start.
In the room, isn't it?
Yeah. We get a riff going. You get a riff going. We build on it. We start writing other riffs, or maybe it can go here and go there. We get a bass done, and then I sit down and say, right, just play that over and over. Play the song, start to finish, and I'll sit there and write lyrics and then try it out. So the lyrics, like the last thing really, which a lot of people would probably think is peculiar.
Most of them do come from you. I mean, it's not like it's a closed shot where no one gets to write lyrics. It's just someone who's a.
And I ask as well sometimes, don't I?
I think the only song we've written where it's like pretty much just been pre-written and we just played it is probably my song. I pretty much just wrote the whole thing, wrote all lyrics and just brought in like, this is the song you were just like,
let's do it.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
So you sort of, it sounds like you write in the room together.
Yeah.
Because every band is so different. Yeah, that's interesting. Do you find where your practice has got good sound levels? Because some of the places my band have been in.
Depends which room. Depends which room. We've got one we prefer, which we tend to like the most. If we don't get that, we do get quite upset with the guy. But
one room, which was the last room we were in, is our least favourite. That's one where we're just like, this one again.
Usually comes up with doing gigs like this.
Yeah.
A really crap sound check in practice, and then we play brilliantly on the night. So always works out.
Said that.
Timing's everything.
Yeah, time's everything.
Yeah.
Timing's everything.
So, what's your next big release, or can you say?
We've got 2 worlds coming out, haven't we?
Yeah, we probably can start mentioning that now. I think.
Yeah.
2 worlds.
Yeah.
Something called 2 worlds. So we're in a process at the moment where we're kind of doing our own home recordings at the moment to like bridge the gap between that and then our big album that's coming out. Even we don't know when it's coming out, but it's coming out at some point.
Has it got a name? Or?
It's the home, isn't it? The home recording.
So the ones that we're doing at the minute is kind of like the home recordings, but the album that we've got recorded that we're not too sure when it's going to be released doesn't have a name just yet.
Okay.
It doesn't even have a name. Doesn't have a release date. It's a mystery. This is album.
It's all there. It's all recorded. We've just got to work out a way of putting it out, which is always the hardest part.
And how do you guys put it out? Are you on streaming? How do you do it? Physical? What?
It's everything really. Spotify, albums.
A lot of the stuff we've been putting out recently has all been quite digital release. Just mostly because we're trying to keep it obviously as cheap as we can to try and we get more people following, more people interested, and then save the money for actually putting out the album, which we will probably do hard copies of.
Yeah.
But not for a long time.
I think
the idea we're thinking is basically if we do it bit by bit digitally, and if you want a copy,
the full
you'll
album,
be coming
you've
to
got
the
to
gig.
come to a show. That's kind of the plan for the album. I think is that if people want to get the full album, they need to come by, from us in person.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a press.
Yeah.
It's just if we can start building a following, like people actually start going to the shows and we go, well, you've heard what you've got on Spotify, here's a bunch more that you can't hear anywhere else.
Just give you a bit more of a pull to actually turn up.
Well, you do find that like hard copies of albums are still really popular, which is like kind of encouraging in a way, well, for us because it gives us more to sell, but I think for music in general it's good that albums are still alive, and that people still want to come and like get them, even if it's just a bit of a memorabilia or things like that. It'd be sad to see just music go completely digital, away from albums.
I agree, mate. And we found that a lot of people ask for physical copies, which is always surprises. We haven't done one yet. But.
We still found some of the best selling merch at gigs has always been hard copies of
CDs. They started slow, didn't they? The last CRF EP that we put out, we had that physical, and we've not sold one copy online of that. No. But we sold nearly all our stock at gigs, which has been quite nice.
I mean, one band that was spotted from America, we sold one of the albums to him. So at the moment, like one of our EPs is over in America now. Oh, wow. So it makes a big difference. They've got a hard copy of that over in the States.
So you're playing tonight, Saturday the 7th of June at Blackfriars Theatre. Yeah. That's what your contract says.
Come on, Dave.
What's your next gigs?
We've actually got another 2 coming up this month. We've got, I think, in a couple of weeks, we're playing 21st of June, we're playing at Barnsley Live, which is a big day event.
Awesome.
Done all the way across all the different pubs and that inside our grassroots venue.
Yeah.
Great day out. And then we've also got a home gig at the end, 21st of June.
28th of June. The other one was 21st.
Sorry, 21st to 28th. Sorry.
Where's it? What venue is it?
28th? It's Northern Guitars in Leeds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the first home gig we've had in about 2 months. So we're hoping it should go
quite well.
And it's free entry.
Free entry. And we're headlining, so bigger set, guys. That's what you get if you come.
Yeah, exactly.
And what can people expect when they come and see you?
Ooh.
Lots of energy.
Yeah.
Lots of energy. We like to be very energetic, go out into the crowd, involve people quite a lot. Yeah. We all come off stage sweating. You know.
I tell people to expect them to leave without any socks on because they've been blown off.
Nice. Lots of energy.
We'll be here all week.
Lots of energy, lots of riffs. It's nice and heavy and fun.
Yeah.
And what advice would you give for bands, young bands in particular, following your footsteps? What's your wisdom?
Stick at it. Don't get put off straight away because there's a lot of hard stuff to get through before you get the good stuff.
Yeah.
But I think above all as well, be professional. Just like, turn up on time to your sound checks. Make sure you set the time you've been allocated.
Yeah.
It honestly just builds better relationships with promoters, stuff like that. It's all about getting to know promoters, getting to know the bands.
Sell yourself, Exactly. Obviously, networking is a big thing. Don't be one of those guys that turns up, plays your gig and goes because it's again. Don't make
those guys.
Just enjoy the night, make it a night, and get to know people, and that'll get you more gigs, more people know you, and get on the good side of people.
Oh, I was interrupted.
Well, last before we log off, what's your funniest on the road story?
Ooh, I think
that you can repeat here.
I think it's stuff that Dave might have said by accident. I think a lot of it's involving Bradford. I think there was one gig where we played at the Nitrim, one of the biggest venues we've ever played, and immediately we played the first song, and he shouted at the top of his voice, he went, "Barnsley!" to a Bradford crowd. And I think we played Bradford as well not too long after that, and then we had a song called No Guns, and he went, "Right, this song's called No Guns, although we're in Bradford, so maybe not, maybe there are guns." So it's like, pretty much two backhanders to the crowd as soon as we started playing.
You know what we were saying before about making good.
Yeah.
You never quite know what Dave's going to come out with sometimes.
No, sometimes.
Do as you say, not as you do.
I don't think.
All right, lads. Well, listen, have a blinder tonight and looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So tasteful, whispered shadows on the run, temptation's grip, oh so wasteful, blood red skies ignite the night, flesh and metal fuse in phases, echoes of anguish like a knife in the twisted games we play, scream to the heavens, let the darkness arise, in the depths of despair. Run through the sand as shadows creep like vipers humble, haunted memories, a ghost demand in the ashes of love, her soul has crumbled, silence caress, a poisoned kiss, with every beat the chains are binding, in the abyss where the lost take flight, we dance on the